We're going to turn our attention to the 2-11 New York Giants. They lost their 8th straight against the New Orleans Saints on Sunday. The Giants had a chance to tie the game, but had their last-second field goal blocked.
The gut-wrenching loss. Oh, my God. It leaves the Giants sitting in last place. Never a good feeling. But the defeat wasn't for lack of trying, apparently, because according to the claims of OnlyFans model Ava Louise, one member of the team offered her free tickets to the game if she was willing to flash the opposing team in order to distract them.
Correct. You heard that right. Louise did, in fact, show up to the game, and she was filmed flashing the Saints, although it seemed like the people around her literally didn't even notice. No one staring at her. But Louise is the same person who helped get the New York to Dublin portal shut down, actually, earlier this year when she flashed some unsuspecting Dubliners. So, Blake, according to my sources, and my sources, I'm looking at my sources right now, you already knew who this person was before we saw the story.
I did. When I heard you talk about Ava Louise, I was like, oh my God, I know her. Well, not personally, of course. It feels like I do, though, because she went to my college. She went to Rutgers.
Okay.
My ex-boyfriend of 5 years confided in me that he matched with Ava Louise on Tinder before we started dating.
Okay.
And then they it was just one of those situations where they never went out or anything, but he became Snapchat friends with her.
Okay.
And so she'd always post these crazy Snapchat stories of her shenanigans. But she became popular in college because she went on Dr. Phil.
Okay.
Because her friends were like, Ava's social media obsessed. She's so conceited, and she's a clout chaser. And she's like, no, I'm not. And you could tell she's all of them are acting in it because that's just Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
But that's where it all started. And then also, I think a couple years after that, while we were still in college, she was probably in Miami or something, going on spring break, and she did lick the toilet seat of an airplane on an airplane.
No.
Yeah.
Jail
time. I think she has, much like me.
Oh, that makes me want to vomit. Oh my God, I'm ill.
And I'm like, what would it take for me to do that? I was like,
you know what it would take? Juan Soto's contract.
No, you're right.
That's what it would take.
For $760-something million, I'll do it.
Then I'll do it.
Twist my arm.
Yeah. Then I'll like.
Right. I know. Even saying it out loud makes me feel like a little freak. But she, like me, has a penchant, I think, for getting a little attention. So I'm not surprised that this happened. But do you think that somebody from the team actually DM'd her, or do you think this was like a marketing scheme for her OF profile?
I'm torn because now that you've given me a little bit of the background, originally I was like, okay, we're pulling out
I wouldn't put it past
stops.
a man, let me tell you.
No, but and
good for her for getting her bag.
And hey, it also almost worked. Like the Giants they came back. So at first I was like, okay, I believe this. Crazier things have happened. But now I'm a little on the fence of if it's like true or not if it's actually from a player.
Wait, I did see in the screenshot, because she posted a screenshot of the messages that she apparently got. I'm putting air quotes in case it's not true. But it did say the circle contact, and said TD. So people were like, Tommy DeVito, is that you?
That's funny.
Right?
I didn't see that. That's funny. I like that theory.
I don't know.
I just think very interesting strategy that that the person was using, because a football game and one person flashing is going to distract. No, I don't.
She's one in a million.
There's so much going on at a football game. It's loud as all hell in there. There's no shot that I would ever notice.
I know, and you're on the sidelines.
Yeah.
So you would be closest to the action probably.
I don't think I'm looking up into the stands that often either. So.
I do think this would work well in basketball.
I actually think it would work better in tennis.
Huh.
You know why? Because it's so quiet in there.
True.
And if you're behind the baseline and you're just whoop, flash.
And everyone would be like,
yeah, exactly.
And also,
I think you could get
constantly turning.
Exactly.
You stay there long enough, they're going to see you.
And there's a lot of stand interaction, I think. But I don't know.
That's true. I wrongly assumed, perhaps not wrongly, but I was just thinking about Anne Hathaway and her run-in with OG.
Okay, yeah,
I was like, maybe
courtside action. Yeah, I can see that.
No,
that's a good guess as well. This is not us encouraging it to continue to happen. But insane.
Yeah, totally.